Yesterday, I signed a book for you on death row, like I promised you, and it's going to come in the mail to you, correct?
I'll eventually get it, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I get it to read it.
All right, and the Thanksgiving is a kind of a hard time for me because my children are adopted out when I was in prison, and also I have a lot of people behind bars that I made promises to. I know how depressing holidays are behind bars, at least where in my prison, a lot of people just slept through the holidays. They couldn't call, they didn't have money to call home, so on and so forth. And I want to know, how are you doing behind bars today?
Well, I mean, for me, I have a different outlook on life because I do my best to have a positive attitude every single day. A lot of these guys don't. They enjoy drama. But also, when you're locked up like this, a lot of people forget about you, especially when you're on death row. When you get locked up, it's like, as far as they're concerned, you died, but we're not dead. Life still goes on, and we matter. I know I matter, so, you got to have people on your side out there who believe in you and communicate with you, because that makes things easier. It affects you, emotionally and mentally, and it helps you to maintain that grip on it, that last thread of hope that you need, so you don't just get in such a state of depression that you just don't feel like anything's worth living for and going on.
Now, why should anybody have compassion for people behind bars when they've done certain things and you admit you've done it?
Well, nobody's perfect in this world we live in. Everybody makes mistakes.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Some make mistakes more than others, and some people are just demonized more severely than others. I mean, just like when we talk about the death penalty, how things are, people refer to it, saying it's reserved for the worst of the worst. Well, that's not true, because there's guys out in population who never came to death row that have killed 6 or more people. So how is that fair? It's not. There was one victim on my case, but there's people who have killed half a dozen people and they never came here. So, I mean, it's not fair,
It doesn't make sense.
No. And on the flip side of that, though, there's really no justice. Well, justice is in the eyes of the beholder, how they interpret it, because some people, they're happy with somebody getting a life sentence. But, back to what, like Thanksgiving being here, I'm thankful and very grateful for all the positive things in my life every day. I mean, even knowing you're awesome, and I appreciate that we're able to talk, and I'm grateful for everybody else that I know. My friend Bruce, how he's helping me with stuff online.
Tell me what your website is, where you're, real quick, so I don't forget. Where was your published? You were published? What is it?
Oh, right. My ebook, it's called Where Are You Christmas? I was inspired by the song of the same name, that Faith Hill song, and I wrote a screenplay based on that, and I published it as an ebook. And it was originally published on the 8th, but Bruce had to modify it, so the published date says November 15th, but it's available on through lulu.com. It's lulu.com for $2.99, and my pen name is Tim Lee, Timlee.
Okay.
And I hope people might check it out and read it. I mean, it's and there's more to come. I've got 3 novels that I wrote and 5 other screenplays. I'm going to be publishing them all as ebooks.
Now wait a minute. Do these teach people out here anything in society?
Well, no. I mean, I like to write stories that people will enjoy reading, because you got to understand, being in such a limited environment, how I get joy into my life and how I maintain hope, I actually do from reading books and watching movies. So, I wanted in some way to do that to, if I can have a positive effect on anybody with what I've written, that's cool. But it also shows that somebody like me in this situation, being on death row, I do have a talent and I write, and I mean, what we do matters. And, I'm grateful that I discovered that talent within myself, because there's people that I know who they thought I went to college and got a degree in writing, and I never did. I never graduated from high school, never went to college, and I taught myself, what I know, how well I write, and I learned that pretty much all by myself.
And now tell me again, how long you've been on death row, and basically you're in a box, right?
Well, I got arrested on this case November 10th of 1993, so I've been locked up on this case